The VA claims process is notoriously slow. Today, we're going to talk about ways you might be eligible to have your claim expedited. And even if you don't qualify for expedited status, we'll have a few tips for everyone about how to avoid delaying your VA claim. If you hear anything valuable today, be sure to like this video so veterans like you can find it.
So first, let's talk about expedited claims. VA allows veterans to have their cases expedited before the regional office and the Board of Veterans' Appeals in certain situations. Since CCK believes in getting veterans their benefits efficiently and aggressively, our firm has filed more motions to expedite VA cases than any other veterans law firm.
Now, here are 7 ways to qualify for expedited status. Number 1, extreme financial hardship. Some ways to prove financial hardship can be eviction notices, past due bills like utilities or medical bills, and collection notices. If VA looks at the evidence you submitted and determines it's sufficient, it will flash your file. This means VA employees will know to handle a particular claim in an expedited manner.
A second situation that makes you eligible for an expedited claim is homelessness. VA's legal definition of homelessness is outlined in 42 U.S. Code Section 11302. There are several definitions, and we can't get into all of them in this short video. But essentially, VA looks to whether your nighttime residence is a private place designed for sleeping. You may qualify as homeless if you are in imminent danger of losing your residence. For example, if you are being evicted or if you have to flee your home due to a threat, including domestic violence.
A third way to qualify for expedited status is advanced age. You must be at least 85 years old to get expedited status from the regional office, but for the Board of Veterans' Appeals, you only need to be 75.
A fourth way to qualify for expedited status is a terminal or serious illness. You can prove a terminal illness with a treatment note, a medical opinion, or a note from a treating physician to show that your diagnosis is terminal.
Similarly, you should also be able to get expedited status if you have ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. You will need to provide a copy of medical evidence showing your ALS diagnosis to have your claim expedited.
A fifth circumstance that may qualify you for expedited status is a very serious injury or illness incurred during military operations. This might seem a little confusing at first because all claims are service-connected injuries or illnesses, but what this refers to are injuries or illnesses that were sufficient to cause discharge from military service.
A sixth way to have your claim expedited is if you are a former prisoner of war. You should be able to prove this with your military personnel records, your DD-214 or other records. And finally, Medal of Honor, Purple Heart Award recipients can have their claims expedited as well.
If you fall into one of these categories, you can apply to have your case expedited by filling out a priority processing request, which is a VA Form 20-10-207. This 5-page form contains more detailed instructions and information.
So those are some ways you might be able to speed up your claim by having it expedited. If you have experiences with the expedited process that you'd like to share, be sure to let everyone know in the comments.
Now, what happens if you aren't eligible to have your claim expedited? We have some tips to make your claim as efficient as possible.
First off, file as early as possible. This is important not only because it gets the process started, because it gets you an earlier effective date, which may increase your retroactive benefits. It's best to file your claim as soon as you are diagnosed with a condition you believe to be connected to your military service. You can even file for disability while you're still on active duty, using the Benefits Delivery at Discharge program.
Second, research your disability. It can be very valuable to know what type of evidence you can submit in order to be successful in your claim.
Third, this will sound obvious, but it can't be overstated. Use the correct forms and fill them out correctly. Significant amounts of time may pass before you learn about errors in your forms. It's important to get your forms right the first time.
Fourth, this might also sound obvious, but don't miss any communications from VA. Missing deadlines can lead to serious delays, denials, and changes to your compensation. So be sure to open and read VA mail immediately and note all dates and deadlines. If you're moving, Please ensure that VA is updated and that your mail is forwarded to your correct address.
Even if you do everything right and follow these tips, you can still experience a long wait time for your VA decision. It's important not to give up. Remember to be as prompt as you can be when submitting information and forms to minimize the chance of delays. To learn more about expediting your claim or other pitfalls to avoid, check out our website at cck-law.com-blog. Be sure to like this video and please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything. Take care.